Alright, good morning guys. I'm glad to be back here with you all, and welcome back to the channel. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'm back on Lake of the Ozarks. You can see here behind me. The water is way down. It's really low. I expected these fish to be pulled together. We've gotten a lot of rain the last couple of days, and we got a little break today, and they're calling for more rain coming up. But I expected for these fish to be schooled up together, probably around the creek channels in the back of big coves. Still probably chasing shad. We're going to try a few different techniques today though. We're going to try to single pole fish for them. So I hope you guys stick with me, and I hope you enjoy the show. And like I said, please subscribe. Let's get on the water. There we go. There we go. Well, there we go, folks. Corkin. Using a slip float, fishing really shallow. That fish there, he even hit on the top jig. He's just a little one, but it's a good start. I actually caught a big one before I turned the camera on, but that's my fault. See if we can't catch another one. There he is. There he is. See what we got. Looky there, looky there, looky there. Good eating size crappie. Make a long cast out there. Fishing pretty shallow with the cork. I'm a big believer in scent. And this is the kind I use. JB's fish sauce, and we're going to give her a couple squirts of bait fish on here. Just like that. That's what they're eating right now, shad, so why not make it smell and taste like one too? Yeah, just like that. There she is. There she is. It's not a very big one, it's just a little one again. Just a little one. Little white one. Still a pretty looking little fish. Just a little one though. Let's see if there ain't a bigger one in there. There's one. There's another one. This one here's a little bit better. A little bit better. What? There's an eater, I believe. I'm gonna keep some of these eating size fish because I'm gonna eat me some tonight. They gotta be 9 inches long here in Missouri. I'm Lake of the Ozarks. So let's see. Oh yeah, she's 10 inches long.
Hey guys. I just want to take a minute here real fast and break down the setup that I was using today to catch some fish. And I'm using a Jinko Fishing Hypersense 7-foot medium light rod. And you want a really good kind of a light action rod, has a real limber tip whenever you're using a cork or slip float. You'll lose a lot less fish if you have a really forgiving rod, and this Jinko rod pairs very well. It's my favorite to use with a cork or a slip float application. Second, I was using 4-pound test slime line, and then I was using a Probuilt jig, 16th ounce on the bottom, with a mermaid jig, and this was the hot color today. It's the Dirty Milk mermaid jig. And then up above that, you can see I had a 32nd ounce Probuilt jig with a mermaid jig on it. That's the pink and kind of a yellowish color. I can't remember the name of this one, I'm sorry. But what I was doing was I was ripping almost all of the body off, so I just had this really small little profile. And it's very, very important that you have really good sharp hooks whenever you're using a cork or a slip float, because a lot of times you have so much slack in your line that you need a good sharp hook to get a good hook set into them. Because whenever you set the hook, a lot of that motion whenever you're setting it, it's just picking up the slack. And so you need to have a really good sharp hook to make sure it penetrates the mouth and you get a hook in them. And then for my slip float, I was just using just a really cheap one from Walmart. It's like $1 or something for a pack of 4 or something like that. You can pick them up at Walmart. And then I tie my own bobber stops, and I just use 50-pound braided line, if you can see that there. And if you guys don't know how to tie that or want to know, shoot me a message in the comments, and I'll be sure to show you how to do that. But that's the setup. It's super simple, very effective on open water crappie or crappie hanging around brush. If you're sitting up on top of it, it works really good. Now, whenever I did get around more brush or even stake beds, I would, instead of using 2 baits like you see right here, I just use 1. And I tie all of these on a loop knot. It just gives you more action having it on a loop knot underneath the float. So, I hope that helps. Let's get back to the water and catch some more fish.
Alright, so I made a move. I ended up finding some water that's about 5 foot deep in the back of a cove. There's a stake bed that's submerged out here in front of me, and it was just loaded with fish. You know, the water temperature is only about 38 degrees, but don't ever be afraid to look shallow for crappie throughout the entire year, for that matter, because you can always find some fish shallow. They're not all going to be deep in the wintertime. They're not all going to be deep in the summertime. You can always move around and find some fish in shallow water. And I'm a shallow water fisherman, so I'm always looking for shallow water fish, because that's what I like to fish for, is fish that's shallow. Whenever I'm fishing cover like this, you know, whether it be a brush pile, a stake bed, a lay down, you know, anything like that, I always switch over and just start using 1 hook. I don't like running a double rig through that, because you just lose too many hooks whenever you do that. You're way more efficient if you just, you know, use 1 hook and 1 hook only. You'll catch more fish, lose less tackle, and have a lot better day. Alright, the reel that I'm using is an HH 1000 series reel. It's very, very good for this technique. Has a super smooth drag, which is needed whenever you're fishing really light line like I am today. Whenever you get to a spot like this and you know that there's fish on it because you can see them on your side imaging, you know, take your time and fish it real thoroughly. Even if you don't get bit the first time or 2 you cast in there, you know, do it again. Maybe change your jig color. You know, try something different if you have to. Try a different technique. You know, instead of, you know, casting a cork in there, maybe try swimming one through there. Just try different things. Try to get a fish to bite. Once you get 1 fish to bite, that's usually all it takes, just 1. Then it's game on, because you'll get that school fired up and you can catch them again and again and again. Hope that helps. Alright, well, that's a wrap for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it, because it was a lot of fun going out and catching those fish shallow with a cork. And do not forget to always check shallow no matter what time of the year it is. There's always going to be some crappie shallow. And drop in the comments below what your favorite way is to catch a crappie. I can't wait to hear the methods that you guys use, and be watching for more videos to come, because I got big plans this year for many different techniques and tips that I'll be showing to you all on how to catch more crappie. So please hit that subscribe button, and I can't wait to see you all next time.